So we showed you how to pair in the transformer control with multiple receivers on a project. Let's talk about now, where could you use a transformer control? What are some of its purposes that make it a little easier for you to understand what it's used for? For example, let's say you're a contractor and you have a service crew and you have multiple projects where you are maintaining the light systems on a particular street. Let's say it's Elm Street. And on Elm Street you have 10 homes, 10 customers, and every single one of them has a zone control system on it. And maybe it's, I don't know, Clifford Street. And on Clifford Street you have another 6 or 7 systems. So what you can do is you can give this remote control, this little transformer control, to your team, your service technicians. Send them out into the field and tell them, I need you to test all the lights on Elm Street today. And the guy will ask you, well, which one is Elm Street? He says, well, that's button number 1. All right, so the guy drives to Elm Street, he gets out of his truck, he grabs the remote control, and he hits the button for Elm Street, which happens to be number 1. And in doing so, he turns on all the lights that are on Elm Street. He doesn't have to find the transformer, he doesn't have to find the receiver, he just has to get out of his truck and be close enough within 500 feet of that receiver, and now he can test the system, save yourself a lot of time and agony of trying to locate everything, and you can move on to the next project. If you have to change light bulbs or make sure everything's working for your client. So that's one of the options you can use. Another thing that you can do with it is, let's say you have a very large project, and this project is so large that hypothetically you have 15 transformers, therefore you have 15 receivers on this project. And it's such a large project that the client would like to have a little bit more control on turning on groups of transformers on that project. So for example, maybe you have 3 transformers that cover everything around the pool, and then you have another 4 transformers that cover everything in the front yard, and another 5 that cover everything in the backyard. This is another area where you could use this transformer control. You can use it to turn on those groups of lights. So instead of turning on with our other remote control, the zone control, where this operates zones 1, 2, and 3 within a single receiver, this remote control doesn't give you the ability to turn on zones 1, 2, and 3. It gives you the ability to turn on groups of transformers. So we can assign as many transformers as we'd like to a single group. So in this particular instance, we have one group, we have a second group, we have a third group, and you can call those groups whatever you want, whether it's front yard, backyard, pool, Elm Street, Clifford Street, First Street. It doesn't really matter. Maybe it's a city. Maybe you have projects all over the town, and you have communities, and it's, I don't know, it's Singing Hills community. I mean, it's whatever you want. The sky's unlimited for what you can do and how you can program this into different groups.